Hello Virgo, welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, specifically looking at Virgo energies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are always welcome. I'm doing a bonus reading because you continue to have some of the highest viewership on these videos, so I'm going to continue to send you out more readings. All right, let's get to the business at hand. What's the overall energy of Virgo's reading? Thank you. Got what's hidden as well. Outcome and advice. Thank you. All right, let's turn these cards over, see what we're working with. We've got the High Priestess reversed and Strength reversed in the overall energy. High Priestess reversed is a lack of potential, an inability to tune into your intuition, not connected in, not receiving divine inspiration. And then Strength card in reverse is insecure, reactive, feeling insecure, fearful, anxious, having a lack of self-esteem. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Feels like, Virgo, you're pulling your attention from somebody in these energies. Who's in this High Priestess reversed? Ooh, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. Clarifying the High Priestess reversed. There's a lack of spark, a lack of desire, lack of interest. And then this feels like someone dependent or codependent, someone who's not stable. Yeah, this is someone very miserable. Very dependent. They don't want to go after. It feels like they're not interested in anything. Nothing lights their fire. Nothing sparks interest. There's no strength here. They feel completely leveled. Tell me, why is the Strength card in reverse? Four of Cups. I feel like this is someone you've pulled your energy, your time, attention, money from. It feels like you've moved on from whoever this is. King of Cups reverse, World reverse, Four of Pentacles. This is someone emotionally immature. I get the feeling this person is ashamed of having emotions. And World reverse, they keep repeating cycles. They don't grow. They don't evolve. This is someone just stuck. Four of Pentacles, clinging on to this mindset, this state of mind. Honestly, this kind of reminds me when I was kind of in a similar energy. It reminds me when I was in my late teens. Nothing interested me, and I felt kind of powerless to change my reality. Dependent on someone else, so I didn't have like my own finances and my own ability. I mean, I did work from the moment, I think I had my first job when I was 10. cleaning an office. And then once I got a car, then I got 2 jobs, because money for me was independence, freedom. So I could control, so I could figure out, so I wasn't dependent on others. But this feels like somebody who's kind of clinging on, feels like you've let go of this energy, because they've got this emotional immaturity, instability, but they're not willing to do anything about it. They're just kind of like stuck. What does the viewer need to know about this energy? Knight of Cups in reverse. This person has a story of why they're where they're at. That's a bit of a reach. It's a bit delusional. Let me see. Why is this person showing up in this reading? Oh, healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. I don't feel it's your job to heal this person. It feels like this person needs self-care. They need to take care of themselves. There's a lack of spark. So let's look at what's hidden, see if the answers are there. In what's hidden, Virgo, we have 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands in reverse, and the Fool card. 7 of Swords is a tactical card around communication. I also perceive it at times as lying, cheating, stealing. Someone sneaking. Why is the 7 of Swords in what's hidden? Hierophant reversed. That's my card for a contract. Hierophant, this person oftentimes is seen as a wedding, the officiant in a wedding, blessing the 2 people. So it could be a contract, like a wedding contract, but in reverse, it feels like it's a broken contract, broken agreements. Feels like between you and this person, whoever is taking up this reading. I get the feeling this person is a liar, cheater, stealer. Okay, now it's making sense. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords. Challenge, 2 of Wands and Sun. This person who this reading is about, it feels like they're challenged to reimagine life, to challenge to be happy, to go after what makes them happy. All right, let's look at the 10 of Wands in reverse in what's hidden. Releasing burdens. Page of Cups with their back turned. No. Is this an apology? Why is the Page of Cups around the 10 of Wands reversed? I'm getting in what's hidden that whoever this is that I've been describing in this reading, who you might have been married to, connected to through a contract, there's a broken contract. In what's hidden, this person was lying, cheating, stealing. They couldn't reimagine their life. They couldn't just choose to be happy. Feels like this is kind of who they are. Manipulative. 7 of Swords. I get the feeling that they dropped you, like 10 of Wands. Just like treated you like you were a burden. The relationship like it was a burden. You're a burden. But they're the one that's doing all this lying, cheating, stealing, breaking the marital contract. Got a raven on the roof above my head. And it feels like there could be some form of an apology in what's hidden. It's not out though. This person, I don't feel like this person has the emotional maturity to apologize, honestly, as I'm just tuning in. But they are feeling some sort of way about how they dropped you, how they released you, how they treated you like a burden. There is this healing energy in the overall energy in regards to this person. You, Virgo, it feels like you've left the building a while ago. You're not focusing on this person. You pulled your attention, your money, your time, and I'm hearing sail away. Let's sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away. It feels like you've left. Why is this Fool cards also here? Definitely perceiving that you took a leap of faith in a different direction away from this energy. King of Pentacles showing up, Queen of Swords, 5 of Swords, Page of Swords. I'm clarifying the Fool card. I do feel like this is your energy, viewer, that you have turned your back. You've moved on. You're focusing on life after this person. You are very discerning and clear. I think at some point you were very confused about this person, but you have clarity. That's why you're acting so like you are. That's why you're behaving the way you are, because you see that this person is a bully. 5 of Swords is win at any cost. I think what's interesting is that this person, there's something about how communication with this person, whoever I've been describing, weaponizes communication. Withholding communication. This is lies. Telling you just the right. It isn't an good faith. This person doesn't communicate. It doesn't operate from good faith. They're challenged that you've reimagined your life and moved on. They're challenged by your happiness. This feels like a bully. So, I was asking about this apology, feeling apologetic, feeling sorry for how they burdened you, how they saw you as a burden. 8 of Wands reversed, but this from what I'm perceiving, you'll never hear an apology from this person. They're just too immature, too shallow. They don't know how to take responsibility. Very reactive. They're incredibly angry and frustrated but they don't have anyone to take it out on. And it feels like they used to take it out on you. They're upset. You used to be, take the burdens, their negative energy, their emotions, their reactivity. But it looks like they can't bully you. They don't know what to do, because this is someone that's curated their ego, how people see them. And it feels like they had you behind closed doors to bully. And so to you, they could treat poorly and feel better, and then treat everyone else, go out in the world and seem like an amazing person. So nice. Because they're taking out all their frustrations on you. This feels like the past. Boy, and they saw you as the burden. Wow. So in this overall energy, it feels like they're holding on to an old mindset. They just keep repeating patterns. They have no desire, no spark, no light. It feels like they're impotent. They don't know, they don't have any energy at all. So let's look at the outcome and advice. Why is this showing up? 7 of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse again. King of Cups reverse in the overall energy describing this person. Oh, love this image of the 7 of Wands. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. 7 of Wands in reverse. King of Cups reverse. So the outcome and advice is about this person. They're emotionally immature. 7 of Wands reverse. They can't protect themselves. Why does... I'm just checking. All wands in regards to this person are in reverse. Strength reverse too. This person doesn't have any power, any energy, no desire, no spark. They feel very reactive, like they can't keep things to themselves. They don't have you to bully behind closed doors, so then they can release that valve, their frustrations on someone, and then they feel better. It feels like that's who this person was, who you were to them, someone they could unload on. There is a potential for healing. Why is the 7 of Wands in reverse? I don't feel like this energy I'm not seeing it. The healing, I don't feel like you are their medicine at all. Because it's just trauma bonds and they're just bullying. That's not helpful. Being someone's whipping boy, someone they take their frustrations out on. If anything, I'm seeing that as enabling this toxic behavior, allowing them to continue. It looks like you are stable, resourceful. You've trained your focus on what you prefer, growing your abundance, creating a sanctuary around you. Seven of Wands reverse. I feel like you've been able to let your guard down after leaving. I feel like the healing energy is you, Virgo, since you've moved and pulled your energy from this person. Self-care, introspection, meditate. That feels much more aligned with your energy than this person. It feels like you've healed a lot. Maybe so much so that you don't have to be defensive. You don't have to be guarded, because when you were with this person in this energy, they were taking out their frustrations on you so they could be a good person, good guy, good gal to everyone else. But then have you, their dirty little secret behind closed doors in what's hidden, is treat you very poorly. So they can be that magnanimous person or appear that way. And what I'm seeing in the outcome and advice, it looks like you have found stability, healed. You're not feeling so defensive, like you walking on eggshells, waiting for the other foot to drop, shoe to drop, foot. Tell me about the King of Cups in reverse. Why is the King of Cups in reverse in the outcome and advice? What do Virgos need to know about this immature energy? Eight of Cups. Feels like there are emotions, attachments to this energy, but it looks like you've walked away from it, from them, from who they are. I don't feel like there's any improvement. It feels like the outcome and advice is that you're so much better off without them. I'm hearing, you probably think that you are better now. That's only because I'm not around. Is that Post Malone? Would have given you everything. I think you would have given this person everything. I think you did. But you're not their medicine. I think you kept waiting for them to treat you as an equal, as a partner. But you were some function that an immature person that doesn't know how to deal with emotions. Feels like this person manipulated your emotions, created dependency on them, even though they lack stability. They're just repeating cycles. This is someone just repeating cycles. And in the outcome and advice, it feels like this person isn't much different than when you last talked to them. They haven't grown, they haven't matured. And it looks like you've moved on from these energies. You're just not interested. Ooh. I'm saying ooh because Seven of Wands in reverse, repeating. Oh. I'm also getting that there's something about this person's feeling very defenseless, like they can't defend themselves, they can't protect themselves. They're being unmasked. They're unmasking themselves. There we go. Now I get why this is. So we've got the Five of Wands, Seven of Wands reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse. In the outcome and advice, this person that we've been talking about, Virgo, this other person, there's chaos. Five of Wands, some type of conflict, and it feels like this person can't defend themselves. They don't have you to unload on, so then they can go out in the world and be fine emotionally. They don't have someone they can burden with their emotions and be mean to that would take that. So then they can go out in the world and be fine and not reactive and come home and take out their frustrations on you. That's what was hidden. And without you, they still have these emotions and they they feel very reactive, incredibly reactive and insecure. Like they can't help themselves. This is like Karen, like when you see people that are just, and I've been in that, like I can't, yeah. It feels like this person is very reactive and they're unmasking themselves because they no longer have you behind closed doors to unload on. And so without that safeguard to make them look good, they're just incredibly reactive, emotionally immature is what I'm getting. So, all right, that's your message. I hope that's helpful, Virgo. Thank you all so much for all your likes and comments, commenting on each other's comments, supporting each other. It's such a beautiful community here, and I so appreciate each of you. Thank you. Have a great day.